a former Cook County Sheriff's lieutenant was sentenced Thursday to 4 months in federal prison for attacking a jail inmate who was being transferred for a psychiatric evaluation. Robert Dart, who was a 17-year veteran at the time of the incident 6 years ago, pleaded guilty in May to one count of violating the civil rights of the inmate in an attack that was captured on surveillance video at Cook County Jail. Before the sentence was announced, Dart asked U.S. District Judge Elaine Bucklow for probation, saying the incident started when the inmate made verbal threats to him and that it simply got out of hand. "Unfortunately, my temper and his temper got the best of us, and it turned physical," said Dart, 47, a former Marine who resigned his post before he was charged in 2016. "I knew better. I'm begging for forgiveness." Prosecutors asked Bucklow for about a year and a half in prison, saying Dart's conduct was particularly egregious because it occurred as several officers under his command looked on. "He was meant to be an example to these junior officers on how to do their jobs," said Assistant U.S. Attorney Matthew Kutcher. "Instead, he walked in and brutally attacked the inmate in front of them." The surveillance footage, which was released by the county sheriff's office last year, shows Dart entering the holding cell on October 31, 2011, punching the inmate in the face with his right hand and then pushing him to the rear of the bullpen area as other officers gather around them to observe. Dart then takes the inmate to the floor and appears to stomp near his head area before walking out of the cell. The inmate was treated at a hospital for a cut and bruises to his face but was not seriously injured, court records show. Dart's attorney, Eugene Steingold, said Thursday that the incident was the only blemish on Dart's otherwise decorated career. He said the inmate who was attacked was not a model prisoner and may have provoked the confrontation as a means to get admitted to the jail hospital. Mr. Dart was very frustrated, and he overreacted, Steingold said. In handing down the sentence, Bucklow acknowledged that controlling problematic inmates was not an easy job, but she said Dart clearly stepped over the line. "What kind of threats from an unarmed, locked-in inmate who's on his way to a mental health evaluation would justify any kind of assault?" Bucklow said. "You couldn't have been in danger from him." Jay Meisner at ChicagoTribune.com. Twitter at JMet22B. Sheriff Tom Dart's personnel board halts firings, suspensions amid legal questions. Chicago cop gets 5 years in prison for tipping off a friend about drug arrest. Chicago cop given 5 years in prison for shooting at car, wounding 2 teens.